Hey guys, Professor Latimer here, and today I wanted to go over my CC Cycle 1 Week 4 tutor board. So we started with geography again, and I have there a black and white map for each student laid out at their seats, and I have them get out their dry erase markers, and then this seems to be working well. So I get these off of CC Connected, the username Capel, and I think it's Cycle 1 or C1 trifold geography. I lay these next to their black and white maps, and it helps the parents know how to help the students point to the different parts of geography. So this week is the Hittite Empire, and there's only 4 things, so that's pretty easy. So we have up here in Turkey, that's Hattusa, the capital of the Hittite Empire. And then I had them trace Asia Minor. And then we have Arabian Desert, so we just put a circle or kind of outline the shape for the Arabian Desert. And then we colored in Cyprus, the island. So we did that several times, and I had them show me, and then they would tell me or repeat after me is mainly what we did. But that worked well for geography. And then for math, we are doing skip counting. I have 7 and 8 year olds, so we are skip counting. So we did the 7 and 8s, and this week I had the students take turns one at a time and kind of be the tutor, so they got to use the pointer, and we would skip count through our 7s and our 8s. And then after we did that a couple times, I took a dry erase marker and circled some of the numbers, and then when we would go through our skip counting, whenever we get to a circle, I'd have them raise their arms, and they would hold it up until they get to another circle, and they would bring it down. So each time we went through it, I would add more circles, and as you can see, eventually we got to where every number was circled, so we were going up, down, and that was fun. So our class is in a larger room with other classes, but if you have your own classroom and you can make a little bit more noise, we've done it before where when I circle the number and we get to that one, they would yell that number, and so that was a lot of fun. But can't really do that in our current space, but if you have your own space or at home, that's a lot of fun to do too. Our prepositions, we read them through once, and then we did our silly voice dice. So this is just a dry erase dice, and I used some wet erase markers. They don't work as well as I hoped they would, but they work well enough. So I had the students take turns rolling the dice, and we would say it with that funny voice or whisper voice, or we would stick out our tongue or say it slow like a turtle, clap while we say it from under the table. So different fun ways to say the prepositions. For science, we did some hand motions. So some parts of a plant cell, we would grow like a plant. And then we did nucleus and cytoplasm, like your site. Vacuole, like we were vacuuming. And the mitochondria is mighty, so like we made a muscle. And then we did cell membrane, so like a cell phone, cell membrane, like you're remembering, cell membrane, cell wall. And then we have chloroplasts, because it sounds kind of like blast, so we're chloroplasts. And then we have Golgi bodies, like a body. So that's what we did for science. Our class seems to like the hand motions for science. And for history, the 7 wonders of the ancient world, I found these picture graphs from the CC Tutor Facebook page. Someone put together a picture for each of the 7 wonders. So I cut these out for each of the students, and I laminated theirs and let them take them home. But we pointed to each one as we listened to the song. And that's what we did for history. And Latin, they knew this pretty well from last week because it was a repeat from week 3. So I read through it once, and then I just had them sing through the song, the CC song, twice. And so that they sang through it 3 times for each song. So that ended up 7 times. So that went pretty quickly. And then for timeline, we would sing through it once, and then again I used a dry erase marker before class and put like a star on the back of some of them, and they would pick a card. Well, that one doesn't matter. So they would pick a card and we would look for, oh, you found the star, yay! So there's probably 4 stars up there. But each time they would make a guess, I would take that card down, we'd look for a star, go yay if we found a star. Then I'd put it down and we would sing through it with that card missing. And so by the end, they were singing through it all with all the cards missing. So that's what we did for new grammar. And for review, again, I did wiggle worm. They seemed to really like that. So I just took a jar, I put some construction paper on the inside, and then some of that like Easter basket grass filler, keep them from wiggling around. But they would pick a stick and we would go over that memory work. I think for week 5 I'm going to do something new because we're getting a lot of sticks and I think they're kind of ready for something new. So I'm going to reuse something I did last year. I just took a foam board from Dollar Tree and called it Pick a Pumpkin. So I drew this vine on there, and then I made these pumpkins out of orange construction paper and cut them out and laminated them because I figured I'd be using them again. And then on the back with the dry erase marker, I'll write like History Week 5. So my plan is I'll have this laid out on the floor and I'll lay out all the pumpkins, and then the students will take a turn coming to pick a pumpkin, and we'll go over that week's memory work. And then to keep their hands busy, because sometimes when we have to wait to take turns, we can get a little fidgety. So I got these in from Amazon. They're little brain flakes. And so I'm just going to put some in a baggie for each student, and they can build with those while we say the memory work together. And then when it's their turn to come pick a pumpkin, they'll go pick a pumpkin, and then otherwise they'll be building with these. So I've seen it where you could play with Play-Doh or Legos. So I'm going to try these for week 5 for review, and we'll see how that goes. So that is CC Cycle 1, week 4, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.